Good morning. I'm Al Weldon, and I have been a First Church member for 25 years. I pledge financial support to First Church for reasons that go way back to my youth, when my family attended the First Congregational Church in St. Albans. My dad taught the high school boys class there, and it was all about Sunday school, and then in high school, youth fellowship for me. It was an important time of my life, but I didn't analyze it much at the time. And then I was off to college and then off to the Navy with less church involvement for a few years. Joyce, my wife, and I have been married for 60 years. My employment took me to many communities in other states, Georgia, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, and then when I retired, back to Vermont, our home state. I'm sure that many of you have moved more than we did. One constant throughout all these moves have been our church involvement. While I have doubts and questions, I continue to grow spiritually. Shared values have made First Church members our dearest friends. Being together in the church community, whether in person or on Zoom, is as comfortable as being with family. Yes, I've often looked around the sanctuary on Sunday morning and felt I am indeed with family. At First Church, I've been most involved with programs and activities that reach out to the less fortunate in our community. It is in those settings that I feel most effectively doing God's work. Currently, I coordinate our Meals on Wheels involvement, working with 35 regular and substitute volunteers to check in on and deliver meals to elderly and vulnerable Burlingtonians the second Wednesday of every month. I also fill in as a substitute and have done all the routes we cover at one time or another. I find great satisfaction from this outreach. Almost without exception, all of the clients, no matter how meager their circumstances, come to the door smiling and appreciative. All that happens here is possible only with the time, talents, and financial support of members. Most organizations survive and thrive only if their income at least matches their expenses. The success of this enterprise, our church, depends on my contributions and yours. I may not have much impact, but I have some. Each of us has some. I suspect my pledge is about average among pledging units. I pledge because I want the church to know what financial support I will provide so that together we can plan realistically for the future. For our individual and collective interests to be served, we must ensure that the financial health of First Church, most importantly through our pledges in support of the operating budget, and then meeting that pledge over the fiscal year. Thank you.